Hello everybody out there, Chris here, and welcome back to another comic book review. And in this review, I will be reviewing The Flash, issue number 35. In this issue, The Flash from the Future, it takes place right after the one-shot we got from 5 years later. The Flash from the future, after the events of that issue, is now in the present, and he goes after Barry right away. The issue's action just goes forward, and he grabs Barry and drags him all the way to the point where Daniel West became the Reverse Flash, and that is where the tear in the Speed Force is. And he explains to Barry that ever since Daniel became the Reverse Flash and started traveling through time, Grodd traveling through time, even the Flash himself traveling through time, the tear got bigger, and as time moves forward, it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's why the Speed Force is screwing up. And basically he says, to fix it, I'm going to sacrifice you. And then we get the logic of, well, if you sacrifice me, won't that erase you too? And he's like, no, I'd have to go all the way back to when we were born, and that would erase me. So I love Flash logic. I love the artwork. Very bright, very electrifying in this book. So just as future Barry is about to make his sacrifice, so to speak, and we all saw this coming, we get Wally West from the previous issue, all trained and ready to go, and he fights against Barry from the future, puts him down, and ends up saving Barry from the present. Not going to say how, but in the end, Wally's the one that fixes, spoiler alert here, he fixes the tear in the Speed Force. Future Barry is trapped in the present, and present Barry is trapped somewhere. And there were hints that the Flash Barry Allen was actually in Future's End. So my prediction is, with all that just happened here, he was thrusted into the future and he's now stuck at the point where Future's End is right now in the DC Universe. And, a humongous spoiler here, without his powers. Again. And we all know when a Flash is thrown into a major event in DC Comics, that means some big changes are coming after Future's End. So I'm looking forward to the April books, or the April event that's going to come out of Future World and, well, Futures and World's End. I'm looking forward to it. So I would say this is a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. Reason I take a star away is because it hurts to read a Flash book when it comes to time travel and understanding the Flash version of time travel. Other than that, though, it was a really awesome read. I've been enjoying Flash ever since I jumped back on the book. And as always, don't forget to check out Comic Related, Comic Frontline Zone 4 podcast, and Frontline Gaming Zone. Together, we are your #1 source for comic-related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. Your guys' comments mean the world to me. Questions, comments, what you thought of the book, agree or disagree with me, feel free to leave those comments, and I will answer your guys' comments in the comment section below. So until next time, everybody, take care, keep reading, keep collecting, and I will see you guys in the next review.